Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this from Uphold. Staking is back for UK upholders. Enjoy up to 13.8% rewards. All trackable in-app. US and European upholders, hang tight. We expect to roll this out in your jurisdictions shortly. So it looks like staking is coming on Uphold here in the US and the EU as well. And it is live in the UK. I'm not a fan of storing my crypto on the exchanges. That's why that was never really for me. I've always felt like something big could happen at the exchanges. Not to say that there's any issues with Uphold. It's just personal opinion. Ripple, with the definition of the new era at the World Economic Forum 2025. The speculation was there, and now it's on to utility. Take a listen.
The technology is there, it's being embraced, it is volatile, there is a lot of speculation, but in the here and now, there are many really great use cases that I think we're going to talk about today. So I think the speculation was there, that's good, and now it's on to utility.
I said it time and time again. You could see the speculation ending. The adults are entering the room. And now the path forward is all going to be about utility. 91% of institutional investors prefer to invest in Layer 1 public blockchain protocol tokens. Smart money knows. Follow the smart money. They're not going to be investing into Bitcoin. Most of the institutional investors that enter this space are going to be investing into utility-driven cryptocurrencies. They're not going to be here for the hype and the speculation. You know, we were always just noise to the institutions. Retail is always like, it's my crypto. This crypto I'm holding is the winner. But you can't look at it that way. You got to look at use cases. You got to look at how this cryptocurrency solves a problem in the real world. Sure, XRP is going to move a lot of money. So is XLM. When it comes to digital trade, XDC is the king of digital trade. HBAR is a massive, well-rounded cryptocurrency. Gonna move a lot of money. QNT is like the operating system of blockchain. IOTA is all about Internet of Things, smart cities, Industry 4.0. Algo's gonna move a lot of money. ADA is also going to be a major player in this space. And these are the cryptocurrencies that these institutional investors are going to be sinking money into. If it doesn't solve a problem, they're not going to gamble on it. That's the way I look at it. During the BIS conference today, they have officially stripped Bitcoin of its unit of account title. Take a listen.
Bitcoin was cited as an example that was introduced to address payments and other shortcomings that were perceived in the market. But in practice, it's more of a speculative investment instrument. Do you see a future in which cryptocurrencies and decentralized finance play a larger role in the payment space?
So unless they're tied to the unit of account, they're not going to make any sense, right? The volatility is too high. I mean, the stable coins are the only ones that are going to be useful. I mean, in a world in which everything in the universe was denominated in Bitcoin, that would be different. But I don't think it's ever going to happen unless it's through stable coins.
Okay.
Now, when they said stable coins, I got to remind you, the IMF called XRP and XLM stablecoins in the past, not meaning that they're going to be pegged to $1 US, meaning that they're going to have stable value. And the BIS is no joke. The Bank of International Settlement is no joke. They are the bank of all central banks. The Fed, Jerome Powell, answers to the Bank of International Settlement. So when they're telling you that Bitcoin sucks, guess what? It's not going to be part of the new financial system. Ondo, XRP Ledger, tokenized US Treasuries, USDY, US Treasuries, yield coins. Now, I talked about Ondo multiple times, but take a listen to this. They explain exactly what they're doing. They're also showing you why stablecoins are so important going forward.
At Ondo, we started our journey into tokenization by asking, how can we make stablecoins even better? The answer? Tokenized treasuries, or as we call them, yield coins. Like stablecoins, they're accessible globally 24/7 and programmable on-chain, but they also pay holders a yield. Our first product, OUSG, targeted institutional and high net worth individuals in the crypto ecosystem, making it easy for them to go back and forth between stablecoins and US dollars, and to use yield-bearing assets as collateral in on-chain financial protocols. In order to demonstrate this utility, around the time we launched OUSG, we also developed Flux Finance, the first on-chain treasury repo marketplace, allowing OUSG holders to pledge their tokens as collateral and borrow against them. Earlier this year, with the help of BlackRock, we enabled instant minting and redemptions for OUSG 24/7, and we reduced the minimum from $100,000 to $5,000, broadening access even further. While these innovations were great, access to OUSG was still limited to institutional investors. And that's why we launched USDY, the first freely transferable yield coin, designed to be usable in DeFi and accessible to retail investors outside the US. Since then, we further broadened access, expanding USDY across multiple chains, including Ethereum, Solana, Sui, Aptos, Mantle, Arbitrum, and Cosmos. We also built the Ondo Bridge to enable seamless transfers across them, and we helped to integrate USDY in a number of DeFi protocols. And our chain expansion efforts will continue. We recently announced that OUSG is coming to the XRP ledger, and we're excited to also announce today that USDY is coming to Stellar.
Take notice they chose two great networks, the XRP Ledger and the Stellar Network. And they're also tokenizing treasuries on the XRP Ledger as well. This is just getting started. This is so early still. I expect year-over-year value coming to the XRP Ledger through Ondo, but it's going to happen on multiple networks. They don't ever choose just one network anymore. You take notice to that? Everything is about interoperability and accessibility. And that's why you're starting to see the massive network build out and grow in real time. But a lot of this value is going to end up on the XRP Ledger. Trump admin pushing nuclear renaissance. Investors bet big. The reason that they're pushing this now is ahead of AI, it's because AI is going to be very energy consuming. And the rise of AI is going to begin very shortly. It's already picking up a little bit of momentum, but I think it's going to really start to boom over the rest of this year. Straight from a 2025 city document, we expect them to go parabolic in 2025, referring to our agenic AI. So they're talking about finance and the do-it-for-me economy. They're bringing AI into the economy now. And what they're going to do is they're going to utilize crypto as the robot money. So if you want to get financial freedom, You invest in the money that the robots are going to be using. Crypto, like XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, etc. But this is going to start to really gain a lot of momentum throughout the rest of this year. And the fact that they want to build more nuclear power plants tells you that they already see a need for a lot of energy going forward. Could all XRP holders become millionaires? Analysts shares bold prediction. So what they're saying here is this: no matter how much XRP you're holding, if we experience a run similar to 2017 to 2018, every single XRP holder will be a millionaire. Now, I like the sound of that, but here's the problem. I think a lot of things are going to happen first. I think it's going to take more than just a normal alt season. You got to factor in those ETFs, institutional adoption, the Ripple versus SEC case coming to an end, possible Ripple IPO, and so on. Then you look at ISO 222. No matter how much XRP you're holding, you can make it to become a millionaire if you have a game plan. If you don't sell too soon, because a lot of people are definitely gonna sell way too soon. I expect a lot of people to be out at a new all-time high. I expect more people to be out once we reach $10. Once we start to break above $20 and $30, you're gonna see a lot of people disappear from this space because they're gonna sell their entire bag. And I think they're going to be left with a lot of regret. But if you hold and you come up with a game plan and you start to earn from your crypto instead of selling your crypto, you can actually build wealth over time. Every single XRP holder, in my opinion, has the potential to be a millionaire. Will it happen in this run? Nobody knows yet. Because, we could also experience the flip of the switch moment during this alt season. Think about that. XRP goes live on all of these rails in the middle of alt season. All of a sudden, we're looking at a $300, $400, $500 XRP. Because you also got to factor in real world assets and tokenization. That's going to pick up momentum in 2025. What's going to set all this off, though? Regulations. Once regulations come, that's it. That could be looked at as the flip of the switch moment. Brad Garlinghouse said it could be a black swan event once regulations come. He wasn't talking about for utility-driven cryptocurrencies. He was talking about meme coins. And that meme coin money also will shift. Where's it going to go? Into what's left. When 99% of crypto disappears and you only have a handful of cryptocurrencies left, the money will flow into those cryptocurrencies. Crypto mom Hester Pierce says the SEC will not be taking an enforcement first approach. Everything's shifting at the SEC now. That's why you have all these ETFs getting filed. Now imagine alt season begins and they approve those ETFs and they go live and you have the institutional money flowing into these cryptocurrencies at the same time alt season is happening. That could send us to some very high price points. If that was to happen, any prediction I had, I'm throwing right out the window because I think we will go so much higher. I think there's so many people waiting on the sidelines, so many institutions eager to get into XRP. And I think those ETFs are going to open the door up wide open. And all of a sudden, that money is going to flow in very fast. Senator Ted Cruz calls to abolish the IRS. We keep seeing a lot of these senators, a lot of these politicians agreeing that it's time to end the IRS, also end the Fed. I think this is going to gain a lot of momentum throughout 2025. when is it going to happen? Most likely not until 2026. I think this year they will sign something where you don't have to pay capital gains on US made cryptocurrencies. I think that's going to be a very big deal. Then they're going to see how that works out. Then we also got to look at the rise of AI. How many jobs is AI taking away from humans? Because that's also going to be a factor down the road. But end the IRS and end the Fed, I think it's going to happen simultaneously in 2026. But no matter how you look at this, everything looks very bullish for XRP going forward. We're just waiting for the breakout to happen. And until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.